the earth. The home of mankind. The home of environmental pollution. The home of rapid urbanization. The home of waste. The home of massive destruction. The home of excessive energy use. The home of global warming. The home of desertification, the home of farming, overpopulation, unhealthy lifestyles, junk food, poor nutrition, disease of civilization, threatened species, and a dying planet. We are in the most developing period of our human history. But to be able to do that, we have led many formidable consequences to the earth, Mother Nature, and unwantedly to ourselves. The environment is tremendously contaminated, natural resources are running out, the climate is changing, the ice is melting, increasing sea level, and many disasters happened and are happening all around us. These effects are tragic. We suffered for what we created. For human beings truly reach the peak of ultimate development, we have to overcome those challenges. And today, let us find out more about the environmental problem with the advancement of mankind. As I have mentioned, human beings are facing with big challenges. Firstly, unrenewable natural resources on Earth are exhausting rapidly. Coal, oil, natural gas, and many other minerals. Meanwhile, the demand for developing is continuously increasing and the social production is ceaselessly expanding. Secondly, the next huge challenge is the ecological environment is more and more polluted and degraded. The earth is warmer every day because the excessive rate of carbon emissions increase the greenhouse gases effect. And as humans want to have sustainable development, then reasonable resources utilization and environmental protection are the keys for better development, in which the development of society today does not affect tomorrow's one and also becomes the foundation for further development in the future. The aim of sustainable developing has to ensure the physical and mental well-being of humans in a healthy living environment. So, what can you do to build the foundation of sustainable development? First, reduce as much as possible the utilization of natural resources. Ensure the long-term use of unrenewable natural resources by recycling, avoiding wasting, and finding new renewable ones to replace. Next, preserve the biological diversity. Closely manage the way and the rate of using natural resources. Last but not least, protect and sustain the natural ecosystem. Restore the environment which has been destroyed and degraded. Protect the balance of our ecosystems. And there are a few things keep in mind when dealing with environmental issues. First, if you want to succeed in finding solutions for these problems, there needs to be collaboration and effort from all nations and social classes. Together, we have to put an end to the arms race and the wars between nations. Not only that, give a hand to developing countries in advancement and out of poverty is also essential in global development. Next, apply advanced technology to control the situation of the environment and the reasonable use of natural resources. Then undertake international tasks on preserving the environment, and the environmental law will eventually help. Now we will discover more details about environmental problems and developing issues in countries around the world. First, Let's talk about developed countries. The development of industries, the fast rate of urbanization, have led to global environmental issues. For example, like acid rain, and the majority of it is in America, Japan, and some EU countries. And sadly, many of industrial countries that have done great work in protecting the environment then move their polluting production bases to other developing countries, which made things become so much more complicated in developing countries, the poor ones. That's all about developed countries. Let's find out more about developing countries. First, developing countries are the majority of many problems about environment and development. Accounting for 1/2 of all area of our continents and 3/4 the world population, these countries are even rich in natural resources. But by and large, these are poor countries, slowly developing in the economy and society, have a shortage in funds, technologies, huge debt of other countries, the result of wars, conflicts, population explosion, poverty, have made the environment here seriously destroyed. And some developed countries have exploited those obstacles to carry off natural resources. Now, let's talk about exploit and processed minerals in developing countries. Exploit and processed minerals play a critical role in the economy of many developing countries, as it is the main export source to earn money. However, recently scientific and technical breakthroughs have reduced the cost of using material and fuel. Not only that, finding better resources to replace those materials and fuel also reduced the income of developing countries, resulted in bigger debt. Exploiting without proper discrimination about protecting the environment will easily contaminate the environment. Last, when it comes to developing countries and the environment, it is a must to talk about agriculture and forestry exploitation here. Developing countries are those with initially rich in forest resources. However, deforestation for land use, for wood, for expanding area of land use, have made the area and the variety of forests decreased. It is also increasing the process of desertification in tropical countries. According to researchers, it is estimated that the percentage of deforestation for burning purpose is 88% in Africa, 75% in Asia, and 72% in South America. That is all information I want to give you for now. Making this video, I want all of you guys not just acknowledge about this ongoing disaster of nature, but also make a good impact in stopping this catastrophe of a dying planet. Sooner or later, we will have to recognize that the earth has rights too, to live without pollution. What mankind must know is that human beings cannot live without Mother Earth, but the planet can live without humans.